When AI takes over all search, what's in it for the business? What's in it for me to write content about SEO that's helpful for people? What do I get out of it?
I was hoping I had some notes.
No. But for real, what do I get if I say, I don't know, how to get your business profile verified 2054? What do I get out of it if Google just steals my answer and my click? What's the incentive? And then what's the point? Because Google needs to give an incentive if they want to keep getting answers, right? So what is the incentive?
Well, there's been this happening for a while. It's going to be, it might not even look like a hill, a parabola. It might not even look the same, but it's going to happen again where something stops and something starts. And I don't want to say it's over, but it's almost over the traditional Google ad spend. So businesses aren't getting much from that right now. It's actually more people are doing it. Google's making just as much, more money actually. And sorry, don't be mad at me, Google. They're making a lot of money, but people are not using it as much.
Yeah.
Now, I have a business that still spends tons of money running Google ads. They still work, but but for some service businesses, if you're a plumber and you want to buy pay-per-click advertising, I plead with you, please don't do that just yet. Now, if you have a history of buying pay-per-click advertising, you already have some proven results and you already know exactly what you're buying and it's working well, then do that. But plumbing's one of the hardest things to run the ads on. So here's maybe an answer to your question. It's going to turn into paid advertising. It's always been pay to play and it's going to continue to be pay to play. And I think we're just going to be paying more people. And I think it might have broke a monopoly. And I won't say whose monopoly because I've already said their name once. And I don't want to take our stuff down.
That's an interesting point because I was thinking Google would, the more you get cited, the more you get favored, basically. And so, but then that's kind of a vicious cycle of if you keep getting cited, you keep getting cited more. That's your reward. And then that doesn't make a ton of sense. But that was my thought, right? Is like right now, we can assume if you're getting cited a lot in AI overviews, you're probably going to rank pretty well or have an easier time ranking for things. And that's kind of what we've seen, right? But yeah.
Oh, I'm so bad at interrupting.
I know you're really good at it.
No. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Just that little nuance that comes in and says, oh, you get cited in AI overview, you don't get a click on your website.
Yeah.
Well, let's say you did get a click on most of the AI overviews is very informational.
Yeah.
So it's just, of course, there's a lot of, especially on the best searches, who's the best, who's the one to choose, who's this. Well, let's say that wasn't an AI overview. It was just, hey, that blog article you wrote got listed #1 and someone clicked it. Most of those type searches didn't lead to a transaction anyway because they were informational. So they're seeing the result in the. So I would look at it this way, at least for now. The AI overview is just an extension of your web presence. And if someone sees you in the AI overview, then they saw your web presence and they just didn't click on your website.
But it still sends those signals that help you rank that. If a bunch of people click on a blog, that also has an internal link to a service page, for example.
Yeah. So we're losing some of the ways that Google sees authority and sees, on-page authority.
Okay.
We're losing some of those signals.
Also, I was going to ask, what are your thoughts? So Google is moving local service ads to the regular Google Ads platform. Thoughts? I was curious to see because is it performance? I'm not the ads guy. It said they were forcing the AI. Or what do they call it? Smart campaign?
Smart campaigns?
One of those things. I'm lost now. Is that what it is? Do you know?
Local service ads are going on to the Google. So they kind of have been. They've had their own search index. So I'm not sure. I guess we have to dig into it a lot more and figure it out.
It was like as of yesterday or something. So it's brand new, but they said
it's
moving into that platform. And I didn't know if that was.
It's probably from a management side. It's always had its own search index, like Google, the map packs, its own index, and the Google Organics, its own index. AI overview is now its own index. and local service was its own index, and Google pay per click was its own. But I think we'll have to look and find out. But it's probably
Yeah.
just management, because I would think that those, what they used to call Google guaranteed, um, businesses that have been reviewed by Google and proven that they have a business license, proven that they have background checks for their employees that go inside a home. Those local service ads require all of that. And I couldn't think that they just kind of, you're just inside the Google platform. I think it's going to be just from a management perspective, because it is more difficult to manage those combined, simply because you have to log out of one, log into another, go to another. And then some people had their local service ad in under one management authority, and their Google ads under a wholly different management authority, or just sign in, just an account. So I think bringing them together makes sense, but we're gonna have to find out.
I'm curious to see. I didn't know if you had seen it. I wish I should have pulled it up. What is how do you find the constraint of a business? Like, if you're not growing, if you're struggling, what's your thought process?
I think it's those. You said struggling. You find your struggle and identify your struggle, where you're struggling. So if it's sometimes that's for us, we have sales and delivery, and if we're delivery constrained, then that's where we're struggling the most. And I think that would be the same with, most of our customers are either professional service businesses, attorneys, med spas, or home service business, and if they're uh, wherever they're struggling the most is, of course, their constraint. How do you identify it? Well, you have to be in tune with your business, I think, and then it's pretty obvious.
How do you well, I'll ask it this way, because yeah, that was poorly worded. Why don't people fix their constraint?
Maybe they fall in love with the other side of their business a little too much, and they have the kind of a disdain for the part that needs fixed. Like, I don't want to hire. I want to take the guys we have now and just we do everything we're going to do great, and I want to work with them for the rest of the time. What do I call them? Family. I want them to be here, so I don't want to hire,
Yeah.
because I don't want a new relationship. I want the ones I have right now. So I think it may be just the disdain for that it might not go as well if I fix that part of the business. How about we just keep working on this, and then we
Yeah.
just continue to have the same constraint.
Yeah. I always think it's the thing that they like. Like for me, I'm like, oh, I got to make more content. Oh, got stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's not the problem at all. It's like I can't take sales calls because we have too many leads, and I'm trying to make more content, thinking I need to close. It's like, no, we just need to get a salesperson. Um, that to me seems like from when we've talked to people, that's it. Because we have clients that are very marketing heavy and sales heavy, and they're usually really good. Like they make our job easier because they try really hard in the other avenues that they do, and they can close when we bring them leads. And the people that don't do anything seems like they struggle more because they just really like putting up the roof or, whatever it is, running the team. Do you think is there a difference? Because obviously we know people that, you work for a plumbing company, a roofing company, whatever, and then you go out on your own, right? It's pretty normal, especially now. Do you think that person has that mindset more often and they struggle more with, oh, let me just fix the pipes, versus someone who is like we consider ourselves more entrepreneurs than the things we do. Like I don't consider myself as much like Mr. SEO expert as I do just entrepreneur in general. Did that question make any sense at all?
I think it made a little bit of sense. Let me ask you if maybe what you're asking is, um, it didn't make enough sense to me, Jack. No,
Damn
but
it.
I think some business owners. You talked about the plumber who left the other,
Yeah.
the established business, started their own. I think that person might be the best. Maybe they're not. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they are willing to take some shortcuts. Maybe they quit for all the wrong reasons and started their own for all the wrong reasons. But it's hunger. And if a business doesn't have hunger, if they don't know who their next best competitor is that they're going to overtake, and I don't mean this in an ugly, hateful way, because I don't like to think about our competitors, and I don't want to. Yeah, I know you like to crush people.
I don't think
No,
about them
I'm just
though,
kidding.
but I do. I want to crush
Yeah,
them
we
all,
want
but
to.
I don't even worry about
But
them.
that's that hunger. You gotta have some kind of hunger, and the ones that have the, their and I won't say any ugly thing about any business owners, because if to be a business owner, that's a real big deal.
Yeah.
And good job, congratulations, you're doing a great thing for you and for your family and for every. But some people want to be a business owner and they choose a business because they think it might be easier. And I think if you choose anything in life, hey, this is philosophy.
There we
Don't
go.
go too hard.
No, I love it.
If you choose anything because it's easy, then it was the wrong decision. Because everything and people and there's people say it a lot of different ways. Anything worth doing is worth doing well, and but there's a lot of truth behind that because if you take a shortcut, you're likely going to fall. There's
Yeah.
only the straightest path between here and there, or the best path between here and there is a straight path. And sometimes that's over a mountain, through a really, really hard time, through a struggle. And the people that are committed and with the most hunger, they're the ones that are going to make it, have the best result. And I
Yeah.
think the ones that say, I don't need to worry about this. I'll just do it my way because I think that's going to be the easiest. Those are the ones that struggle the most.
I could see that. Like thinking of it from an easy, hard perspective because, oh, this is easy because I've been doing it for someone else this whole time versus, I know it's distracting, this fly. But they think, yeah, it's easy because I've been doing it for someone else. And then they do it and they're like, why isn't anyone call? This is ridiculous. It's kind of some entitlement to it. But there's also, I agree, like when you take a shortcut, whether or not you feel this way, you become the type of person that takes shortcuts and then you take more. And it's the same thing. But like, I mean, this has been hard, this business to build. And I think if it were anyone that was trying to take shortcuts or take an easy route, they would have quit a long time ago. But the only benefit is always that you can think, if it's hard and I go past it, then this is like, it's like a fall off. Each time there's like 100 people fell off here and then 1,000 people fell off at this part. And you just think you got to keep climbing the mountain until the air gets thin. Like we
Yeah.
see some of those marketing agencies where like, you really can get big. Like we keep thinking there's a cap to marketing, but there's some big ass agencies out there for sure.
And there's some huge roofers
Oh yeah.
that think that $1 million is the biggest thing on the. Oh, how would that ever? I
Yeah.
can't do 1 million.
You could
No,
probably
it's
be a
just me and my brother and a
decadillion.
couple other
Yeah.
people. I mean, we're not trying to break that. Well, they definitely could. They all,
Yeah.
any of them that try, like that's one of the easiest. Now, don't take this the wrong way, roofers, but that's one of the easiest businesses to get into because
Yeah.
everyone has a roof and everyone's roof needs to be replaced from time to time, and everyone needs some repairs. And by the way, if you're a roofer and you don't do repairs and all you do are new installs, well, that might be why you're struggling because you're not building up you're not building
You
that
don't have a
trust into
book.
your future customer.
Yeah.
Like you need to start building books almost like you sell life insurance and you're getting a $13 a month commission.
Yeah.
Just go do repairs and you're probably going to grow your business like crazy. And it's going to happen one season when you were least expecting it because you were just out there doing the hard part, serving new customers, growing. So I think that growing a business, people, you know, might hire us for SEO and they expect a result next month and they need it bad because they're a roofing company and they just, kind of got a little overextended and they've been growing and they've hired a couple of salespeople and they were doing pretty good for a while. Now the season's, it's not busy season anymore. Hey, why is
He
this
said the
called
thing. He
busy
said the
season?
thing. Oh,
Oh,
our
no
sign's
sign.
not there yet.
Sign, no sign. It's not busy season yet, so they wanna hire they wanna get that SEO going. They've gotta get it back. "Oh, we should be getting some before winter comes, there's definitely jobs out there. We need it now. We need it now. We need it now." And that's a great way to be, but the better way to be would be that, have that much faith in what's going to happen tomorrow, but be willing to wait for it and put in the effort. Now, does that mean that we're trying to slow play SEO? No, I want to go get that website ranked today, but it's probably not going to happen, especially if they've got, 3 dozen or 100 in Houston, Texas. You might have 1,200 roofers that are vying for that first page of Google. Well, you're not just going to go win just because you wrote some great content
Yeah.
and you did some, you bought some backlinks. It's going to
Yeah.
take a lot of effort. And I think some businesses, that's just a consequence of taking shortcuts and not working hard through your patient seasons.
Yeah. Yeah. And we see it like, I can tell. And sometimes, I mean, there's skill to entrepreneurs that I see take shortcuts for sure, but most of the time, the quality of the entrepreneur is how much are they rushing something versus because you can tell if they're rushing you, then they were rushing everything in their business and they probably don't have a very good business. And yeah, I mean, that's one of the main things. You got to be able to wait. And, we're always trying to go fast, but it's not like we're trying to rush anything. And if you're taking shortcuts like buying fake reviews and all that, it's not good. I mean, you're going to get hurt, but also it's just like it's not cool. And once again, you become the type of business that does that stuff. Like it's not a good idea.
And I'm not arguing against all shortcuts because some things could be considered shortcuts because you hire the right staff, you hire the right team, you do the right thing, you build the right tool, you buy the right tool. You're trying to get this thing to happen much faster, and trying to go fast isn't a shortcut.
Yeah, it's not a shortcut.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I misspoke.
So go hard,
Fast a shortcut.
go hard, go
Yeah.
fast, go big.
Go big. Is it? Oh, wait, we're not called Go Big. Why is it called busy season?
Oh, I wrote that question down for you, Jack.
Oh, I can't remember our
Jack, let me
tagline.
ask you.
Okay, go ahead.
Why is the podcast called Busy Season?
Because what is it? Slow season isn't normal. It's just a marketing problem.
Yeah, it's
You
not
like
this.
you like the confidence there of saying it as a question?
Yeah, it's not the slow season. If you see it as a slow season, it may just be a marketing problem.
Yeah, that's true.
And when I used the word may in there, was there a confidence there?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Also, this is
Yeah.
not even a marketing podcast, and we decided that we made it that with that tagline. But it's probably going to end up mostly being one because I'm pretty sure that's all we really talked about anyway. So that works out. But yeah,
So this
that's
is
busy
not a
season.
marketing podcast.
Oh, I guess so.
It's
Business and
I
marketing.
think I want to talk to our customers and help them the most I can.
Yeah. Which happens to be marketing the most.
As a matter of fact, if you watch more of these podcasts, because we're going to do a ton of them,
Yeah.
we might not ever stop. I'll be dead before we stop.
Okay.
I'm older than Jack, so I die first in this.
You never know.
Scenario. Well, I know.
Oh,
I can see the future.
Okay.
But I want to help our customers, even the customers that we may never have on the books. I think everyone that has a home service business, especially in some service businesses and those things, those types of businesses, some of them just have a lot of questions and they want a lot of answers. And we're going to give 1 out of 10 things we say are going to be good. Is going to be good, and the other 9 are at least something to chew on.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, we talked about earlier, right? Why start this? And the whole point is we get a lot of people that call and a lot of people that book calls, and I can't help them all. And I feel bad because I try, and I mean, I don't even want to say I can't because we basically
He
do.
cusses sometimes,
We
but he
we
does feel bad.
we we waste so much of our time going through how we can help someone when we should it should just be sales calls, really. And we just can't do it. Like, I don't even consider it wasted time because I get to help someone, but I'm also like, I got our thing to grow and our people to take care of. And so that's the whole goal is if we can give that knowledge here because how many people we talk to, they know nothing about marketing, like in the trades, home services and stuff. Most of them don't. Some of the other ones like legal and med spa and things like that, they seem to be a little more savvy, but most in home service, they're like, I don't care. I don't want to know. Someone's got to do it. So, and sometimes they do want to know. And so any value that we can provide on that front of like, here's how to do it, because I don't think a lot of it is crazy, crazy difficult, but it takes time to learn for sure. It's just like anything else. Like to me, doing a roof install looks really freaking difficult, but for you, you probably think it's like the ABCs. So that's why we do it.
What we do is a great service for a business owner that will perform their service well, get
Yeah.
great reviews, and then go do that all over again because their reputation's important.
Yeah.
So if they're doing their service, putting on a great roof, doing some great roof repairs, and getting some great reviews, well then, and they leave the rest of it up to their service staff or their SEO company, then they're going to continue to do all of those 3 things even better.
Yeah.
But if they try to get their hands into every little aspect of their business, in other words, if they're spending all of their time on their taxes and their SEO and their bookkeeping and they don't hire any of those services out, then they're probably not going to be the strongest roofing company in town.
Yep. Yeah. more leverage. But I still think just so many people we can't help because, I mean, we're not super cheap either. But also, I can't sit on the phone with everyone. But any way that, like, if we can get someone from 0 to 1 or 1 to 3 million or whatever, mission accomplished, even if it's just one person.
But if you have questions you want to call at like 10 or 11,
We'll probably answer.
we'll probably answer.
And that was, yeah. I'm going to be mad because I'm going to answer one and be like, freaking, they'll be like, I heard you on the podcast. I'm like, freaking Steven, man. It will happen.
Yeah.
We already know. That's it. I'm tired. I got to go to sleep.
Oh, what time is it?
Oh, it's 11:30, I believe. Yeah. That's
late.
busy season.
This has been busy season.
Yeah. And we're in busy season right now. When it's slow season, maybe some of this helps.
But if it is a slow season, maybe you just have a marketing problem.
There you go.
Okay, very
exactly.
good.
All right.
All right, busy season now. Rock and roll.